you're still here with me, or you're just joining the GloBUNTU Think Plus Do Equal B Masterclass 2020. If you're just joining, I say you're most welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Please make sure that you go back to check the other videos because they will really help you understand the journey that we're walking and how to journey with me into a fabulous 2020. If you have been on this masterclass journey from the first video, I celebrate you, I acknowledge you, I'm extremely proud of you, and so happy to still have you here. This video is specifically for those who still have doubts about who they are, who they want to become, what their next masterpiece could look like, and what they could do differently in 2020. As usual, let me start by sharing a piece about me with you. There is something that I have always wanted to do. I created my YouTube channel as far back as 2012, if I'm not mistaken. And I made a commitment then to grow that YouTube channel. I've never really done it. Today, I have over 260 subscribers. I could be much better, but I have been procrastinating it along the way. I have been finding all kinds of things. No, I need to get the right equipment. I need to get someone to videotape me. I can't edit. No, my content is not good enough. I had all kinds of excuses to not get started. And now in 2020, my commitment to myself is to make sure that I drive that channel, is to make sure that I grow my channel and get as many organic subscribers as possible. I want my channel to start speaking for the work that I do. I want that channel to represent me. I want the channel to make money for me when I'm asleep. So I want that channel to become an extra income stream for me. And I know what it takes in order for that channel to start monetizing for me. So creating this video, creating this masterclass is part of that commitment that I've made to myself to grow that channel. So if you are like me, you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. You see, this masterclass is sponsored by me. So you're getting it as my gift to you towards your 2020 masterpiece. And so please help me share and subscribe and like and leave comments below this video. Now let's get started. How do you get into doing the thing that you want to do in 2020? Sometimes you don't really know where to start. Sometimes we're very overwhelmed. Sometimes we are not inspired. Sometimes we lack the impulse. We lack the support. We lack the moments. We lack the resources. We lack all what we think it takes in order for us to start doing that one thing. Now, what you may need to look into in order to find out exactly what is it you want or who is it you want to become is looking into different areas of your life. One is looking into the area of your relationships. First, the relationship to yourself. How do you relate to yourself? Who do you say you are? How much do you love yourself? How much do you know yourself? How much do you support yourself? How many times are you there for yourself? How are you being your true self? So the relationship to ourselves is a relationship that determines the kind of relationship that we have towards others, either towards our families, towards our friends, towards our children, towards our partner, towards our social media networks of friends. When we learn how to have a healthy relationship with ourselves, we have built a solid foundation into building relationships towards others in life. I had to learn that over a very long way. I used to think that I need to get people to like me. I need to get people to like my post. I need to get people to approve of who I become and the things that I do in order for me to feel happy. Very wrong. If you're not ready inside, you can receive. People can show you a lot of love. They can pour all of it on you. You still will not be happy because you are not ready inside of you. So when I talk about the relationship to yourself, that could be an area of your life that you may want to work on in 2020. Learning to understand who you are, learning to understand your needs, learning to listen to yourself, learning to find your purpose in life, learning to do the things that make you happy, the things that make you have the feeling that you are living a purposeful life. Okay, that could be an area that you want to work on. Still going on with relationships, you may want to look at your relationship with your children, with your partner, with your colleagues at work, with your family. You may want to look at your relationship to the environment you live in. You may want to look at your relationship to the job that you're in, and to the things that you do. So are you happy with all of that? Is there something in that area that you may want to fix? Is there something in that area that you want to improve on? Is there something that you want to change? Is there something that you want to do differently when it comes to your relationships to yourself first, your relationship to your family, your relationship to your friends, your relationship to your job, your relationship to the environment that you live in, your relationship to the things that you do? Is there something in that area that you may want to change? That could be something that you want to take along on this journey for 2020. Are the things that you're doing making you happy? Are you growing? Do you have the feeling that you're learning? Do you have the feeling that you are living the life that you deserve? Are you settling for something less than what you think you deserve? Be it in your work environment, be it in the things that you do, in your expectations, in the way you live life. Do you think that you're living the life of your dreams? Do you think that the environment that you're in is enabling you to live the life of your dreams, to have that well-being? Do you think that the people you deal with are helping you to live a healthy, worthy life? Do you think the work space that you're in, the work environment that you're in, is helping you to grow, to earn the money that you deserve? Is it helping you to get the promotion that you want? Is it helping you to balance your family life, your private life with your work life? Is it allowing you to travel to the places that you want to travel? Is it giving you the free time to just take care of yourself? Is it giving you your you time? By this, I mean quality time with yourself. If you answer some of these questions with a no, you may really want to look at your well-being on this masterclass towards 2020. It may be something that you want to really focus on in order to make some changes so you finally start living the life that you really want and one that you deserve, because you have everything that it takes to have that life, because you deserve it. You are enough. You can have it, and you can only have it if you take steps towards making it happen, towards claiming and owning it, towards designing it, and towards being the architect, the driver, the author, the editor, the main character, and the director of the film of your life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Let me touch on this very important area called happiness. Are you happy? Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with where you are? Are you happy with the people around you? Are you happy with the work you do? How many times do you put your happiness first without feeling guilty? Guilty about what people will say. Guilty about what your family will say. Guilty about what people might say that they're not really saying. How much energy are you putting in to become the person that you think others want you to be instead of the person that you really can be? How much effort are you putting in to respond to people's expectations of you, to fit into the shoes that someone has made for you? How much effort are you putting in to fit into the space that is no longer able to accommodate you? How much energy are you putting into your relationships? How much energy are you putting in your work? How much energy are you putting in your well-being? And what are the results that you're getting? And are these results reflecting the energy that you put in, the effort that you put in? Is it worth what you put in? Is the return on investment favorable to you? Is it something that you look forward to? Is it something that you enjoy? I told you I asked a lot of questions. I asked a lot of questions, not because I love asking questions, but because sometimes we need these questions asked in order for us to really go inside of us and find out what is it that we really want. And not only to find out, but to actually start doing it so that we get what we deserve, what we want, what we dream of. Because at the end of the day, if we don't do it, no one does it for us. Life is too short to waste in settling for things that are less than what we expect or what we know we deserve. Mandela once said, there is no point to be found playing little in settling for a life that you know is less than the one that you deserve. Yeah, I love that quote. That's why I master it. So what I'm trying to do here is to really help you reflect on your life as it is today. Reflect on the things that you can do differently in order to be a happy person. When you put your happiness first, it doesn't mean that you're neglecting anyone. The truth is that you can't always give happiness if you're not happy inside. If your cup is dry, if your heart is dry, if your pool of happiness is dry, you can't pour it out. You can pour to a certain extent, but you can't continuously pour it out. And if you pour first into you, you learn how to pour into you, to build your happiness pool, build your happiness empire, build your happiness space, make it as big as it is, make it abundant, then you're able to spread that happiness to others. You can contaminate others with your happiness. Putting yourself first doesn't really mean that you're neglecting anyone. It just means that you're building a foundation for a bigger give out, for a bigger way to share happiness with others. And believe me, when you are happy, people around you get contaminated. They become happy. It is easier to contaminate people with your happiness than to tell them to be happy. People will normally do what you do, not what you tell them to do. That is reality. What I'm trying to say here is 2020 may be that time where you put your happiness first, where you tell yourself, this year I will be doing what makes me happy. I will become a happy person. I commit to myself to become a happy person, to stand up for my happiness because I deserve it, because I am worthy of it, because it is my birthright to be happy. Because when I'm happy, it becomes effortless for me to make other people to be happy. Be it your family, be it your partner, be it people who work with you, be it your colleagues, be it your customers or your clients, be it people who live in your neighborhood, in your church, in your social space. When you have it, you shine it and people see it. So your happiness may be something that you want to focus on in 2020. My 2020 mission is to make myself happy by growing my YouTube channel. And I commit to create videos and to post them every week, 2 videos at least every week in 2020. So this is the journey that I'm in right now. And you know what? The moment you make that commitment, the moment you believe in it, you desire it, you think about it, you believe firmly in it, you start taking action, so much has fallen in place. You realize how easy it is to do it. The moment I started writing books, I originally wanted to write one book. That's the secret that I haven't told you. I wanted to write one book. Out of the one book became the series that has grown up to 18 books in less than 3.5 years. And I have no doubts that my YouTube channel will grow as well. Why? Because the moment I made the decision to start doing it instead of talking about it, instead of wishing about it, I actually found tools. The video I'm doing right now, I'm doing it on from my laptop. I'm using Zoom, and Zoom is a free tool, and it does amazing videos. And I also realized that I can edit my videos on my Mac. I don't have to go professional. I don't have to, but I have what it takes, and I find what it takes in order to make it happen. There are quite a lot of free resources online that you can use to do just anything that you want to do, be it writing your first book, be it designing your first house, be it editing your own video, be it whatever you want to do. Today, there are quite a lot of free resources online. There has never been a more generous time in life than now with internet. If you want to find anything, you go in there, you'll find it. Quite a lot of tools. I have a list of tools that I use to write my books, to publish them, to edit them, and all the kinds of things. If you're interested in having these tools, drop me a comment below and I will gladly share it with you. This video was just to help you to identify some of the things that you may want to do in 2020. I mean, I could talk and talk and talk, but I just want to believe that the few ideas that I have put in, and to summarize, talking about your relationships, you may want to look at your relationships, and the relationship has many layers. So it may be starting with a relationship with yourself and then expanding it to your family, your friends, your work environment, your social network, whichever area you want to expand it to. And the second one is focusing on your well-being. Your well-being is something much bigger because it covers areas like your finances, your job, your love life, your happiness, and all of that. So that is one area that you may want, one big area that you may want to focus on. But you may want to break it down to say, I just want to focus on my happiness, my personal happiness, because I deserve it. So you find out those things that make you happy. Whatever reason it is, it makes you happy when you do them. And that may be one of the things that you want to focus on moving on to 2020. If you're still ready, you're still happy with me, I am happy. What I'm definitely going to do is I am going to carry on with this masterclass, and If not for you, if not for any other person, for me, because it is something that makes me happy right now, and I will put in what it takes to make it happen. Ask me any questions if you have them. Ask if you want any specific tips or whatever. Please leave a comment below, and I will be very, very happy to get back to you, because I want to see you in your big 2020, because it is your time, and the time was never so good than today. It was never so good. And 2020 is going to be a fabulous year for those who make the conscious decision to make it a fabulous year, and who accompany it with the necessary actions that will allow them to see the big version of themselves in 2020. If you're one of them, I celebrate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And that next video will be focusing on some of the things that you need to consider to let go when you plan to make your 2020 a fabulous year. My name is B.Achaleke. I'm very, very happy to have you here.